years ago to be invited to a party where I met Norma and Corinna Trimborn. And being an art lover and a collector, the next day I was invited over to this very space and had the opportunity to really get to know them a little bit better. And in the last 9 years, Amanda and I have added probably 15 pieces of Norma and Corinna's to our own collection. They say that the fantastic thing about art is when you allow your eye to see what's right in front of you, what's everywhere around you. But great artists have that ability to do it, and many of us lay people really can't sometimes see what's right in front of us. This series of Normas, which she's going to explain to everyone, is really all about seeing and having what's all around you be part of your inspiration. So I just wanted to introduce Norma.
Thank you very much. First of all, I love you, Tom.
And
Rita, of course, Rita. And then this work is really about seeing, as you said it so well. And I've been now fortunate enough to have the studio for Corinna and we have the studio for 10 years now. So we've been painting, and an artist paints, and you need a palette to mix your paint, right? So you mix the paint and you concentrate normally on the palette, but then I use different paper sheets for this. So for some reason or another over this period since I paint here, I never threw these out. So for the 10 years or 12 years that I'm here, I always saved this. And at one point I couldn't get it anymore into the bookshelf, so my sister said, throw the damn things out. Well, and I didn't, or do something with it. So I decided to do something with it because sometimes the color combination of just the palette looks beautiful. I got involved in abstract work, so when you see this alone is a nice combination. So leave alone, turning this around, it has a certain transference, and I decided to create something with this as sort of a combination of thinking about the paintings that I've been doing and what I've been doing of the 10 years to be fortunate enough in the studio, and also the future. So when you see the pieces, when I trace along it now, the back is really the untouched palette of where I painted. And the other side, the back side of it, has the comic strip futuristic touch to it. So here's the past and here's the future. And so this is unintentional and this is a little bit intentional. So the piece itself, I put it in plexiglass and you can hang it either into the room or display it like this, or hang it on the wall. Is for me, when you see it, I just loved it. I thought this alone is good enough. I don't really need to do anything to it. So this was the first step of what I did. And then the second step is you see certain pieces and you go, this little area, I love this little area, look at this. So I take this little area and I make a painting from it. And I use the palettes to put my paint together. So sometimes you will see pieces like this piece, which is not quite finished, or this piece here is from the back side of the palette. And for some reason or another, I see some mountains and some trees. So I put the trees on the painting. So I get my inspiration from the back side of the palette. And so it, in fact, remains a never-ending communication with myself. And we all have those. So for me, I just show it in this work here. And I hope you all enjoy it. And thank you very much.